time has passed. Yeah.
Was I really in the wrong? Jose is gone, Arthur's gone, and I put a bullet in Micah myself. My whole life's been one fight after another, and everyone around me's been dropping like flies, too. Davy, Sean, Kieran, Lenny, Molly, Susan. It is only now that I finally accept it. My time is over. When did I start doubting myself, doubting others, even doubting this age? And how did I end up in such a state, step by step? 12 years ago, after that failed robbery in Blackwater, little Jenny dead, Davy badly wounded, Micah and Sean missing. God only knows if they're alive or not. That snowy night. It was the first time in decades I ever doubted myself. Everyone's been following me, running all the way into these great snowy mountains. Our bodies are already at the breaking point. Davy won't hold on much longer. I'm afraid damned weather. It's already May, and the blizzard still won't let up. Sure, it's keeping the Pinkertons off our tails for now, but if we don't stop soon, we'll all freeze to death out here. Before this, I already sent Arthur out to find us a place to hole up. Arthur, my most trusted boy, never once let me down. Back then, when he stood in front of me, there were none of those complicated feelings he'd have later. He didn't fail me. He found us a place where we could catch our breath for a while. I always feel safe when he's handling things, and having him by my side, it eases my mind, plain and simple. This is an abandoned mining town, beat up and falling apart, but it'll keep the wind and snow out. At the very least, it'll let everyone get some proper rest. Susan, ever the dutiful one, still had that calm, sharp edge about her. The second she stepped inside, she took charge and started assigning tasks like there was no tomorrow. Too bad, Davy. He didn't make it through the last stretch. I'd already sent John and Micah out to scout and find supplies. The weather's brutal, but I'm still fixing to head out with Arthur right away to look for him, 'cause I know damn well, only if we find supplies will we find a way to survive. And right now, that's our only choice. Well, a bad couple of days. I loved Davy, Jenny. Now, if I could throw myself in the ground in their stead, I'd do it, gladly. We may be here for a few days. Now, all of you, get yourselves warm. Stay strong. Stay with me. We ain't done yet. Survival's been hard enough on the run. Nobody's had the time to talk about Blackwater. Once we stepped outside, Arthur finally couldn't hold it in anymore and asked about it, but I still didn't want to say much. If Arthur had been with me back then, maybe things wouldn't have turned out this bad. Charles, his hands frozen but still working steady, had already got the horses ready for us. We hadn't gone far when we ran into Micah coming back alone. That shifty-looking bastard's always rubbed me the wrong way, but I didn't have time to dwell on it right then. Micah brought good news. He'd found a little farm with people there. Might be able to get some supplies from him. I didn't see John, the one who'd gone out with him, but with how things stood, I had to let it slide for now. Like Arthur said, that kid's always got a way of landing on his feet. To keep from spooking the farm's folks, I told Arthur and Micah to hide first, then went in alone to talk. I'd only hoped to get a little help here, but the second those two stepped out, I knew something was off. Both of them had weapons on them, and there were plenty more inside the house. Took a closer look, and sure enough, they were a bunch of O'Driscoll brats. I was still trying to figure out how to handle this when Arthur and Micah suddenly opened fire. Those two, damn if they ain't my right-hand men. Not just tough as nails, but sharp and quick too. They must have seen something was wrong. Didn't want to see me get hurt, so they acted first. We took them out in no time, and then Arthur grabbed a survivor from the stable. Got exactly the info I needed out of him. My old enemy Combe and his boys are holed up at the old mining camp not far from here. They're planning to blow up the railroad tracks to rob a train. Lucky for us, they ain't after me this time. But with the O'Driscolls showing up here, knowing how those animals operate, the farm's original owners, chances are they're long gone. Sure enough, Micah found a panicked woman holed up in the cabin. She was so worked up, she grabbed a dinner knife off the table and faced us down. Stupid Micah lost his temper and flipped the table. I hurried over to stop Micah, then tried to calm the stranger down slow and steady. She was practically falling apart. Finally, after I talked to her, she started to settle down, and I got her out of the cabin before the flames took over. The woman said the O'Driscolls had shown up here 3 days back and killed her husband. Hard to believe how a woman like her survived those 3 days, let alone how she escaped getting killed too. We ain't no saints, but I was willing to take her back to camp for now, at least till she figured out what she wanted to do. None of us could have guessed, though. This poor, fragile woman right here, Sadie Adler, she'd grow into a Valkyrie who could hold her own against any man, and her Coman into our lives. It'd tie her fate to all of ours, whether we liked it or not.